What's going on, guys? It's your boy Peter, and I'm back again with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about how to become an aircraft maintenance engineer as an international student here in Canada. I know I made a video previously on my YouTube channel on how to become an aircraft maintenance engineer as an international student, but I felt like I missed up on a lot of important points, which I'm here to share with you guys. The first thing you want to do is to figure out your immigration issues. So what most immigration officers do before they give you a study permit is to make sure you have an admission and also your tuitions are being paid off. So first, you gotta find the city you wanna go to. Once you find the city, then you figure out the school that has the program as an AMA. To find the school that has the program, you wanna go on Google, go to Transport Canada website, then search for the school. Once you figure out the location, the school you wanna go to, you apply, you pay for your tuition, then you can apply for your study permit. To apply for your study permit, you go to Canadian immigration website, apply for your study permit. I'm gonna drop everything down in the comment in my description. I'm gonna drop the link in my description on how to get there. So once you figure out your immigration issue, you have your study permit, you start your program. Usually most schools, it's a 2-year program. So within those 2 years, you wanna make sure you learn as much as you can. And also, my last video, I forgot to mention this. You want to make sure you have a Canadian experience. Why? Most companies usually appreciate when you have a Canadian experience. You know what I'm saying? So that way it gives you more leverage. And also, if you're lucky, because I know some schools right now do have this program they call for most new students. I forgot what they call it. Some schools do have this co-op program. I'm not sure if they still do it. But if you have a chance to go through that co-op program, you want to make sure all those programs are in your resumes. So that way, once you start applying for a job, you have the Canadian experience. You also have a previous experience in aviation as a co-op. But before you graduate, maybe like a month or 2 months, you want to make sure you start applying for jobs. Why? Because usually most companies usually take around a month or 2 before they apply, before they get back to you. And that's one of the mistakes I actually made, because I started applying for jobs right after graduation, like a month after graduation. And that's why my job employment took a little bit longer. So what you want to do before graduation, you want to apply for graduation like a month or 2 before graduation. So that way, by the time you graduate, you should be having a job offer already. And I know they're gonna ask you for your status. Usually work permit, you can apply for a work permit right after graduation. But also the good thing about Canadian law is that right after graduation, you don't actually have to have the physical copy of your work permit. All you need is the proof that you've applied for your work permit and also a letter from your school. So once you have those 2 letters, you want to show it to your employer and show them like, hey, this is a letter from my school that I've graduated as an AME, and also a letter from immigration that I've applied for my work permit. So once you get your work permit, you work for 2 years, you get your experience up. There is something they call logbook. On my next video, I'm going to explain more on how to fill out your logbook. So you want to make sure you get your logbook, and I'm going to drop the link down in my comment section on how to buy the logbook. What you want to do is fill out your logbook, make sure it's up to 75% done, because that's the minimum requirement for Transport Canada for you to apply for your aircraft maintenance engineer license. So once your logbook is done, and it has to be signed by an AMA. Once your logbook is done, and also you need a 2 years experience, that's an 18 month after graduation. It's usually around 2 years. So once you have your 2 years experience, your logbook signed up, then you can apply for your AMA license. Also, before your 2 years is over, after a year, you can actually apply for your AMA license exam. So you can actually do your exam 6 months ahead of when you're qualified for your 2 years. So that's what I did. So my 6 years before I completed my 2 years program as an apprentice, I applied for my exam. So you can actually apply 6 months ahead of time. So once you get your AMA exam all done, and the good thing about that is most company actually increase your raise as soon as you're done your exam, because pretty much that's the hardest part of your AMA procedure. So for you to, most company actually give you a raise right after you finish your AMA exam. So which actually now you start getting paid as an AMA right after your exam. Once you pass the exam 70%, most company actually start paying you as an AMA. So once you pass your exams, you do your 2 years program, then you get your certificate as an AMA, as an aircraft maintenance engineer. I hope this video, I try to make it as quick as possible. I hope this video is really helpful. If you guys have more questions, let me know down in the comment section. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Love you guys.